Welcome to the wonderful world of drawing. I'm your host, Jeremy Stoltz. We are on Season 2, Episode 213, working our way through the great and wonderful realms of Dungeons and Dragons as we create brand new characters and flesh out the characters that we already have created. Tonight, we're going to work on another hero, and this one is going to be our Gnomish monk. All right, let me find my paper. There we go. Oh. How's everyone doing tonight? Alright, and the thing about gnomes is they've got larger heads and smaller bodies. Welcome to August, Mr. Luke. It is my birth month, my only birth month. It'll make me happy to turn another year old. Alright. Thank you. Weather changing around here has already got me sniffling and liming all over the place. Sinuses are going crazy. Kind of crazy to go from like 90-degree weather down to like 70 in like a matter of like 2 days. All right. Yeah, the day was really nice. Last night we had some rainy weather. It was real cool, probably like 60 degrees. And we've had the windows open most of the day. if you are watching from any of these services other than Haps, and even if you are watching from Haps, drop a hello and let me know where you're watching from. But yeah, if you're watching from YouTube or Facebook, Twitch, or Twitter or Periscope, just drop a hi in the comment. Let me know so that I can see who's watching from those devices over there. It's kind of neat to see where everyone's from and what everyone's up to. You know, I bought a bike last year and I have not pulled it out yet this summer. I used to ride a bike everywhere. Yeah, I don't. I'd like to think I'm going to get mine out this year, but I don't know. I mean, there's still a lot of summer left, so I can't really be like, meh, this year's already over with. Hey there, Julie. How's your Sunday going for you? Thank you for the High Award, Michael. Hi. Well, I was doing quite fine until I took a small tumble and fall before we started the broadcast. Minnesota in the house. I really got to get out to Minnesota. I've got too much family there that I've never met, and I don't know what my culture is like there. Thank you for the High Award, Julie. Ooh, I just realized this. I got to start a new month. I went to go write the stuff down on the month awards, and yeah, I've got to turn the page, and we got to start brand new things. So, because Michael was the first 20 cents for the month, we're going to put him in the number one spot, while Julie's going to join him. Ah, we are going to give Michael the very first shot, and then Julie is sharing the number one spot with him. So let's write down. Yeah, you can see the little gouge on the hand here. Took a pretty good fall and hit bruised all this up. Mine is on the, okay, so you know what? Hold on a second. Let's get a tally here. 21st, we have Michael. And that's Murray. And that's B-Day. Mine is on the 27th. So we'll throw nice little stars around here. So we'll see what we can do to celebrate those birthdays. After my fall, it looked like I was attacked by a large octopus. Oh no! I got a good portion of my leg that's bruised up a little bit. And Julie Brown. All right. Thank you guys for this month's amounts. So yeah, tonight we're drawing a gnome, which is like maybe 3 foot tall character, and he is going to be a martial artist or a monk. Good evening, Chris. Welcome to the broadcast. Hope your August is going well. And no, that is not a beer. That is a Mountain Dew. Knowledge. Glad to have you on, sir. It is nice to see you pop in. Greetings, foolish mortals. All right, now everyone's jumping in. Welcome, Lindsay. Other than the small little tumble and fall that I took before I started broadcasting, we're doing really good. If everyone wants more knowledge in their life, they definitely should be following Mr. Okay, let's see if I can pronounce the last name. El Shabazz? El Shabazz? I don't know if it's Baz or Boz. But yes, we are going to say you should be definitely following him if you would like to have more knowledge in your life. Okay. Also, happy National Spider-Man's Day to everyone. Yes. Do I have a Spider-Man handy? I do not. I don't think I do. I don't have a Spidey. Not in a handy drawing, and I just moved a bunch of things, so I do not. It's crazy. I don't have a Spidey handy. I have Deadpools all around. I have Star Wars. I have everything. No Spideys. All right. So now that I have a bunch of you here, I can show you what I did today. And let's adjust the camera. So here, if everyone can remember what was on the side, but now I can walk over there. There's nothing on the floor. Look at all that. Oh, look at all that. That's a leg. Don't pay no attention to the leg behind the thing. And then, even better, let me stand up so I can move us. Slightly organized there. And where the big giant mess was, I actually have room for my drawing table now. And all of this space. Look at all the cleaning I did. So yeah, I got nice clean space where before I had that small walkway that you could go, right up through here. All right, back around now. Oof. I like the pink door too. The pink door's been here since we moved in. We've never actually painted this room. It's actually still got some wallpaper on the one back side. And what's really crazy is there is a door in this room that leads to a walled off room in my daughter's room that is now her closet. So you can open the door and it's just drywall. It's like they left this room and never finished remodeling it. I do have very much open space. And do you see this, Lindsay? Look at this. Ta-da! That's what you get for never throwing anything away. Ooh, yeah, I hit that wrist really good. Ooh, this is not going to be good tomorrow at work. For those that are just joining in a little bit, I did take a tumble and fall before the broadcast, and I got scraped up here. But man, I'm getting something right in through here. Ooh, this is hurting. Ow. Yeah. Yeah, I will later. We don't got time to do that. Why we have to draw. Oh, and because I was cleaning, I told you I had picked up books a while back that might help with that theory you were talking about. And look, colored pencil drawing techniques. So this has got all kinds of color theory. It's got different cross hatching and impression lines. Talks about all kinds of stuff. So yeah, I'm going to definitely look over this book and see if I can catch up to Desiree. And I also managed to pick up this one. It's a marker and colored pencil approach to architect, landscaping, and architecture. So this is going to be a nice book to keep up with. They're all books that I picked up at a book fair for a donation. Just whatever you wanted to donate, you could have. And I was like, oh, give me these. The other thing that I picked up, which I can always use help on, is the complete guide to perspective. Because yeah, this is a whole course on itself. But they're right up with all of my. I got new leather, and I was you was not out of leather, but yeah, right up here is the shelf that I keep all of the like how-to books and stuff. So I've got like anatomy books and drawing the human head, texturing with pencil, how to draw the Marvel way. So that's all right up there. Heck yeah, especially when you can get stuff that you have never had before. Yes, she is. And she doesn't like give herself the credit that we see. Yeah, right. And I still plan, and this right here is just step one of getting the room. That area that I have over by the fan that I first showed, that's not going to change a whole lot, except for the desk that has the computer on it and the one that I'm using here now. I'm going to move those over in the other direction and move a dresser over here so that I can open these windows and I want to have my art stuff a little more close at hand. Like right now, I've got to get up and walk over here to get this, walk over here to get that. Um, I want the area that's off to the left of me, pretty much for video games and my books. So so yeah, eventually we'll get all this stuff moved. But I got to be able to have enough time to be able to move the furniture, which is this desk that I'm on right here. It is heavy, and moving that thing, is a chore in itself. But I got to be able to make sure I have enough time to move the stuff and get set back up. Yeah, it's it's true. Bobby has so many D&D books that have bought some crate. Yeah, I've got totes full of D&D books. Not to mention just the novels. Hello, Helen. I have not updated a list and gone through and verified who my top three people are for the July month. But preliminary, it looks like it is Sports for the Blind, John Morris, and I believe Cajun, unless I missed some stuff, and I very well could have, because there were a couple days back when, especially with the broadcast that I did with Carrie Long last month, there was a lot of stuff that came through, and I didn't get a chance to write all of those down as is, so I have to go back through, count it all up. But I think those are the top three people for the month of July that will be getting some drawings and stuff like that, on top of the sponsors, who were Carrie Long, Michelle Alexander, and John, all sponsored last month, so they get a drawing of their choice, whereas everyone else gets to take and choose from something that I drew last month as far as the top three goes. I might be doing something entirely different this month. I mean, I'm still going to keep up with that, but I might do something, because it is my birthday month and I kind of want to give back a little bit more. I might be doing some more different giveaways. I came unprepared for today. I was planning on maybe doing a once a day, like, raffle-ish type thing, but I am unprepared today, so I might just end up making it a once in a week extra little thing. So what I might do is just the top weekly award person will get an extra drawing done for them on top of whoever the top three are at the end of the month. So Carrie Long does have great guests altogether on Hapstars. Many of them are actually in this very broadcast. Do you know it is believed that some monks invented sun salutations that are used in yoga? I would completely believe that they use stuff for yoga. All right, now, how do I want to dress this guy? Because right now we have a very nude gnome. underpants over leggings. It's always underpants over leggings. Yes. Yeah, right now he's just got like Ken doll features at this moment because I didn't want to, you know, cross the PG-13. Get naked gnomes. Yes, Luke. Well, he's got to fit in with the rest of his companions here, which we have. Oops, I never did reset this right after getting back down. Come on, turn, turn, turn. There we go. So we have Sir Gregor, our paladin. We have Lord Eladar, our warrior elf. Get out of there, pencil. We have our dwarfish gunsmith. Um, his name is Victor. And we have Cassandra, our tiefling rogue. And now we have a gnomish martial artist. Yeah, I have to coordinate a different day this month with Carrie Long and get another broadcast of our wonderful world of drawing and music. Probably another day of some Disney sketches and Disney music, maybe. I already did a pre reach out with her, and she said she'd be more than up for it. So I just got to find out when her schedule is going to be available, and we can schedule in another stream. Just passing through, must attempt bed. Good night, and have a wonderful one. Yes, thank you very much, Helen. I do understand that it is late for you, and that's why I really appreciated having you stop by tonight. Yeah, I didn't set up anything on YouTube so that I could actually have royalty free stuff. Otherwise, I would pop some up. Normally, by the time I start something, somebody usually pops in and starts chatting with me, and then I usually got to turn it down. How are you, Mr. Adams? You slept Tuesday. You're fine. That is awesome. 1 day a week sleeping, and we're good to go. One day and lots of caffeine is all you need, right? Yeah, see, Des is usually here. Usually she keeps everyone entertained for me. All right, let's get to inking this little guy. Meanwhile, we're going to take this and put it back in here so we're not cluttering up our desk. Yeah, so as usual, I had zero idea of what I was going to do before I dropped in. Started loading the computer up and started doing everything. And I was like, okay, what am I going to do? And this is what's coming out so far. Sunday kind of crept up on me. Does not feel like I've had 2 days off of work. Feels like I just got off work yesterday. And I even got out early on Friday, so it wasn't even like I had a full Friday. So I actually had more time off this weekend than most, but it just doesn't feel like it. Yeah, I was noticing while I was cleaning that a lot of people were we're jumping on doing music sets today. And I was like, that is awesome. I wished I would have had the time to listen to it. There are some really good musicians here. See, I decided to go with like a big muscular version because most of the time gnomes, especially in fantasy, are considered delicate spellcasters. They or sneaky little thieves, and I figured this guy's going to be the big bolsterous, right out in your face fighter type. So it kind of breaks the tradition of the character, or the race, I should say, not the character. Is that good video game character or could? Looks like it could be a typo. That's why I'm asking. I think so. I think he definitely could take his turn at a video game. Either be the hero of the game or a boss you'd have to fight. In the case of the character that I'm designing right now, he would definitely be one of the heroes or a sidekick hero. And like I said, most of the time, the characters are a little pudgy. They got long beards. they're spellcasters, where the book is half as big as they are. Because these, like I said, these characters are probably only about 3.5 foot tall at their max height, but it's not above them to be like 2.5. Because even dwarves would make these guys look tall somewhat. What's the matter, Kitty? Did I change the room on you? Now you don't know where nothing is? Like I said, the best thing that I think I'm having fun with drawing these characters right now is that they are coming out of my head and getting onto paper with little to no reference. So, like I'll look up some basic information about the race and like I needed to know like the size proportion for the bodies and stuff like that. So I looked up a bunch of different gnomes from fantasy and got that idea. Then I go through and I look up what type of class that I want to make them. And in this case here, like a monk or martial artist. So then I looked up martial art poses and kind of got ideas for, what a good action pose would be. And actually ran across one where the pose was similar to this, but the arm was raised up higher and the other arm had like both of them had daggers in it. And I was like, okay, I can kind of get the idea for that if I give him a martial arts pose. So I dropped the arm down, decided to go with a punch look. And then I was like, I don't really want to go with the pudgy looks. I was like, I'm going to build this guy out a little bit more muscular. And that's what we went with this. Bailey, enough. So I need to let this thing dry for just a split second. I got dust all over my hand from the pencils. So I'm going to rub that off and got to get an eraser out for this. Try not to crinkle the page. Ooh. Yeah, my hand's still tender from where I fell on it. All right, let's try to use a traditional eraser. Be really careful. Really, really careful. right, we got through that. All right, let me see if I can find some stuff over here on the YouTube for the musics.
Find the perfect song for your video in 5 seconds. Go to...
No, let's not find the perfect song. Let's just get to the next. Yeah, I have no problem if you want to send me some stuff. I'm just trying to be careful now that I'm going out to YouTube and Twitch and other places like that, that I'm not streaming to too many, getting wrong music up there. All right, I need a quick bio break. I shall be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. All right, I am going to dabble with a little bit of marker on this one for the flesh. Whisper add in the middle. Okay. That's not a problem. That's like this one here. The artist only asks that you tag him, which is Carl Casey at White Bat Audio, and announce that it's free to use. Oh, one with singing. Very nice. Okay. When is your next craft show, Julie? Okay, not a problem. Yeah, I remember you were saying that you have some information, but you can't say anything yet. But that's quite all right. I was just trying to move some conversation along because I got still air here, and people are like, "Ah, why are you doing this to me, man?" All right, I will invite you on up. Come on in. Yeah, I think when you go live, you can choose to stay off camera and you can just do audio. In which case, then I'll turn this 90s style industrial music by Mr. Whitebat down some. There we go. Okay, so we've got a color scheme going through our little group here where we've got blues, reds, and golds. So I have some ideas on what I want to do for this guy. Oh, this one had my gold. So for gold, I'm going to go his belt right here.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Okay, I got you. Let's get your volume turned all the way up so I can make sure. Give me just a second to equalize out the sounds. Okay, your volume's all the way up.
Oh, Lord.
Let's turn this volume all the way downish.
Don't turn yourself all the way down. Don't do that.
No, just the YouTube video.
Okay. So I'll tell you what happened with my phone today.
Okay,
It's not entertaining, it's just interesting.
right. You know what?
So a friend of mine texted me a week ago
Yep.
and she invited me to go to a theater show. So I texted her today and said, I won't be there today after all. I basically was going to go see her today.
Yeah.
So a week later, when I texted her back, I said, I know I just have a sinus infection, but I'm sneezing and I have a stuffy nose. So I'm just going to do the responsible thing and stay home.
Okay.
So like 6 or 7 hours go by, and that's not normal. Nothing,
Mm-hmm.
Well, this friend has also battled cancer. And so I
Mm.
just wrote back, like, let me know you're okay. And then I started to worry.
Yeah.
And then somebody was like, who is this? On the same thread, I scrolled back. It's on the same thread where I got invited to see the show.
Right.
And I said, this Julie Brown. And then they were like, I think you have the wrong number. And I'm like, you invited me to see Nonsense with you on Thursday. Is this not? I said, is it not Robin? And they're like, no, this is Taylor in Louisiana.
Oh, good Lord.
And so I started to get like really super worried then because I tried to call what I thought was her house phone and it was just like, meh, meh. I don't know if she just doesn't have that.
Right.
So now I can't text her. Right.
Yeah.
And then when I finally texted a few people and then she called me, when she called me, it showed up as the same number that I
Oh,
was
wow.
texting. And then she said, well, look at my contact information to see if anything's weird. And I was like, yeah, there's a bunch of weird emails added to your contact information. That doesn't make sense, which I've now deleted that.
Yeah.
But here's what's weird, Jeremy. I took a whole bunch of screenshots
Uh-huh.
to prove that it was like, I would say, like, text me now. And she wrote, hi. And then I
Right.
wrote back, okay, I reset my phone. Did you get this? They were like, this is still Taylor. But when
Oh,
it changed
wow.
people, my bubbles changed from like it was blue to green or green to blue or something.
Uh-huh.
So I kept calling Verizon, they hang up on me. I text Verizon
Hold on, I'm losing you.
with your account.
Yeah.
As soon as they said that, the phone number that was my friend's and this person's, which was an email, it divided the text that was merged.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, while I'm talking to you, the merged texts have now separated, but I can email you screenshots if you don't believe me, because they were like, I don't see any problem.
Yeah.
And so I have the screenshots. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. Like, clone phone. I said, does my phone have a virus? And they were real quick to blame my friend's phone. But whenever Linda went to text her, that went right through. So it was my phone.
Oh,
So I don't know
wow.
if I had a virus when I updated the software. I'm hoping that helped. But it was only doing it with the one friend.
Yeah.
And I even had wrote back like, this is my friend's number. And first I asked permission on the phone. I said, I don't want to just send your phone number to a stranger. So can I ask if they have the same number?
Yeah.
And she said, yeah, you can ask. And they said, no, mine has a different area code. And they told me their area code.
Oh, wow.
But when it divided the text, it was showing up as there was just an email, like a college email, even in Louisiana. So what the hell was that, y'all?
I think you were actually dialing in between dimensions.
I don't know, but it was merged, then it was separated. And I couldn't text Robin, but Robin could text me. But when I replied, it was to Taylor,
That
whoever
is
Taylor
odd.
is. And if Taylor hadn't replied, I might have sent the EMT to my friend's door.
Right?
I was actually about to make my husband take me up there because I was like, I would much rather see no car in her driveway. You know, I'm about to go up there and just make sure she's not home. Because
Yeah.
I was just like, I hope she's at the theater. But if she had actually read my text when I declined her offer, I said, I'll meet with you Sunday outside the theater. But I guess that she assumed I meant, I'll meet you and go to the show. And I meant, I'm not going to see the show. Go Thursday without me is what I meant.
Yeah.
Now that I'm thinking of it, that's what she meant. When I'm like outside the theater, I didn't mean I'm going to meet you at the door. I meant have fun without me. I'll see you Sunday instead.
Yeah.
But and then I said outside the theater because I'm having a hard time sitting still. And then they asked me, like Verizon asked me what type of messaging, what does it matter which app? I mean, there's two for Verizon, right? But shouldn't it work either way?
Yeah, I don't know. I've used AT&T, so I don't know if there's anything different that way, or
I want to say to everybody, don't use Verizon. So I told them I would send them emails of screenshots where the texts were still merged. And instead, they're trying to offer me up some kind of another plan where they can get more money out of me. I was like, I'm okay.
Yeah, don't need that. Thanks.
Yeah. Do you want this premium plan? No, I don't want the premium plan. So here's my learning stuff.
Hold on, you just cut out.
Yay. So I just wanted to share with y'all what happened to
Okay.
I can't believe it, and it was so like making me panic because of who it was, and you know the fact that she's in the past she's had health problems, not that lately, but
Right, but
I'm like, it's not
anything
like
can.
her to not answer me, and if that person hadn't responded, I was about to run up there, and so I was even like, I even told her, I said, Robin, I was texting your daughter. I was like, did your mother change her number this week? Like, who the hell changes their number right after they invite you over?
Yeah, that's weird.
And when I sent the screenshots, you should have heard how hard she laughed about it.
Well,
And she said, I see
at
it.
least
It's
there was
weird.
something to laugh about.
So I don't know. When I looked at I think I might have had a virus. I looked at my contact information for her, and there was like all these crazy emails. And before I deleted them, I took a screenshot of those too. So I don't know if I've clicked on something and my phone got messed up, but what I did was I updated the software.
Okay.
I scanned it with the free McAfee or whatever, and then I got the notification I need to update my software.
The only thing that I've ever had similar to that is when I went from, different model phones. So like I'd go from let's say an S4 to an S6 or anything like that. The first time I upgraded and merged my contacts so that they would, go from phone to phone, everyone that I had listed under A all went into one phone, like all the A's went into one contact. but all their numbers were listed under there. But they were all listed under my one cousin or
Oh my God.
it was not my cousin. It's my brother's daughter. They're all of them have her picture. All of them have my other cousin's name, but then there's like 30 different numbers, under the A's. And I've never been able to separate them all. Like I was just like, okay, so all I know to do is if I want to get a hold of them, I go to whatever text message I had of theirs, and then I call from there. Because if I try to call from, the A numbers, it just doesn't show up. And it's never fixed itself, even through all the
The
new
yeah.
versions.
The only thing I can think of that I clicked was somebody sent something that said, I took 2 months to make this for you, so I hope you like it. And it was somebody who used to follow me on another platform. And so I clicked it and it never loaded. And I just said, this didn't work for me. And then he said, it's spam. It's been doing it all week or something like that.
Oh,
And then
wow.
I thought, oh, great. Now my phone's probably got a virus. So I turned it off and on. But I'm guessing that's what it did. I guess I need to check all my contacts before I text them.
Maybe, yeah.
Weird, right?
That is odd. Technology, dang it.
It added these weird emails. See, that's what it was. It was I was SMSing somebody with an email that was never. I even checked my email. It was never in my email history ever. So how? Like, how did that? Someone explain it to my brain.
Yeah. That's beyond my explanation.
I have a hard enough time with technology. But anyway, I might have some good news either tomorrow or Tuesday, and I'm just afraid if I say it that I'll jinx it.
Yep, nope, and I don't want to put any of that out into
And it
the
was like
ether.
before I was really excited, but this is like an opportunity with less mileages. So I don't know.
Oh yeah. Well,
We'll see.
I'm praying you get good.
Thank you. I'll see. So I don't know. I'm right now. I'm almost done with the trauma informed yoga,
Mhm.
and then I'm gonna teach. I'm gonna learn adaptive yoga, which is how to adapt your class to all
Okay.
levels. And then the last section is business about yoga, and then I've got my test. So I've basically been dragging ass because I didn't want to go through the prenatal stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I would rather sit through all the live lab lectures than to watch a whole bunch of videos on prenatal. And then when I finally did watch it, I was like, actually, I could see me, if I had enough clients that were pregnant, I could see me pulling that off. Like
Yeah.
a pregnancy class. It's just actually easier. You don't do as many back bends and twists. Um, when she talked about getting community going where they can all talk to each other afterwards, I was like,
Uh
that
huh.
actually sounds good because there's not enough connectivity because of pandemic.
Yes.
So imagine like a bunch of women doing chair yoga who are like in their third trimester
Mhm.
getting to connect after a short chair class. See, Michelle says it was good for her while she was pregnant.
When did
And I kind
Michelle
of
kick in?
I went off about it on my, before I did it and after I did it, I kind of went off on it on my podcast because I was like, I don't want to do it. And then I was like, I'm glad I did it. I didn't want to study it. And hello, Michelle.
Michelle snuck in on me. Hello, Michelle.
And then today I took a yin class, and I'm glad I called in because I was going to tell you I'm about to make a wrist stretch video.
Yeah.
Do you want? I know you're going to have to heal from your fall,
Yes.
but afterwards, do you want me to send you the link?
Yes, please. Because in
Okay,
my day
I
to
want
day,
you to heal first.
I'll say in my day to day wrist extra, and stuff that I do, I mean, and I've been doing the thing where you take, lay your hand down and turn it this way and stretch it,
Yep.
this to try, I've been doing that. I've been doing, back stretches this way. I've been trying to do stretches this way just to keep so I do those on the daily, especially, on breaks at work. So I do all of those, but it wouldn't hurt to see some different stuff.
Okay. Well, I learned some new stuff today that just blew my mind.
Awesome.
Actually, I didn't even know my hand hurt. And then it was like she showed us how.
Your audio keeps cutting out a little bit. Goes digital on me and then. Internet is laggy. Okay. All right, then I'm just going to go ahead and restart the old music. And there we go. Dang it. Start it. There it goes. Yeah, I'm going to definitely have to listen to it and prepare to be able to listen to some different stuff. And if you are watching over on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Periscope, if you're still getting into there, please drop me a hello. Let me know where you're watching from so I can say hiya to you. Thank you. I'm really digging this guy. What's going to be funny is before I post him, I'll think about him a little bit and give him a name. Not a problem. Thank you very much. Yeah, I needed a little something to give him some martial arty monk goodness. Well, the chair that I sit in is a kitchen chair. And I sit forward on it with my back mostly straight. Because I don't sit with my back on the chair. I keep my back up. And I usually keep my shoulders back while I'm doing this because of the way that the camera, with the mount that I have this camera on, is positioned. So I can't really lean over. All right, what is your... So you have to go to, but before you do, you have a question. Shoot away, mister. Come on. You're not a mister. But I can tease you. What you got, Michelle? I was thinking if we still have eagle art to keep working on, would you mind if at all we continue join you as a secondary Eagle art stream? Absolutely not at all. I am free to host any type of art and continue our art journey here on Haps together. I can be used as an after show or a continuation. Yeah, that's not a problem. We can do that for sure. Yep, we can definitely keep it up and going. So now I know that these characters here look, I tried drawing them all pretty much on their stuff, but if we were to draw these guys together, give a small little idea here for you guys. We've got our knight about yay tall, our elf about yay tall, the tiefling about just about as tall, but then our dwarf is about yay tall, and our monk is about yay tall. So like I said, each of these guys here are all about that tall in that order. So I think at some point I am going to draw a group shot and have these guys all doing some type of like Avenger style pose together. And then that way you'll be able to see their size comparisons. But like I said, when I draw this and then you look at this, you're like, oh, okay, they're about the same size. But no, I just drew it so that he's bigger. But we're going to go ahead and put an end to this show. I've got trash to take out tonight and get ready for work tomorrow. I did not get an email that said don't come in next week. I was hoping for one. But it didn't happen. But I want to thank everyone that stopped by tonight. I appreciate it. I want to thank Julie Brown and Michael Murray for being the first in August to give off awards. I got high awards from both of them. Looking forward to a good, productive month. Yeah, trash night's always Sunday night. But yeah, so the way I kept in with this is he's got red nunchucks, he's got blue pants, and gold there, and gold on the thing. So not a whole lot signifying, the complete team, but it still works with the team. I know. This dude is ripped for a gnome. He's been working his whole life just to take out some goblin and orcs. And then I would assume he has some type of like robe to cover everything up. When he's in not so gnome steroids, exactly. And I like how I gave him the unibrow. He's got the bushy eyebrows, but then it goes right in between, just right for the unibrow. It is those mushrooms he's eating. Yes, magic Nomi mushrooms. But he lives his life pretty simple. Doesn't have a lot of material possessions. Definitely lives the monk lifestyle. All right, everyone, let's get this show closer up and get you guys back on out of here.